The dark emptiness of space stretched endlessly. Stars flickered like distant fires, cold and silent. Somewhere far beyond the planets of the solar system, a ship floated. Its hull was smooth, pale gray, and shaped like a jagged crystal. Inside, the alien crew moved with precise, nervous steps. Captain Zarian stood at the bridge, tall and scaled, his sharp yellow eyes scanning the screens in front of him. His claws tapped the console. He could feel the tension in the air. "We are in position," murmured Lieutenant Vex. His voice, almost like a hiss, carried fear beneath the calm tone. "Shall we send the hail?" Zarian's tail flicked once. "Yes, carefully. Do not assume they are weak. Humanity is unpredictable." The alien ship's communications system hummed to life. A pulse of energy moved through space, a signal designed to travel across light years. The aliens had sent hails before to dozens of worlds. Most ignored them. Most did not reply. This time they were not prepared for what would happen. On Earth, the signal arrived as a soft blip on a deep space listening station. Scientists stared at the monitors, puzzled. The pattern was not natural. No asteroid, no sun flare. This was artificial. Dr. Elena Ramirez, head of the Space Monitoring Division, leaned forward. "This is coordinated. Look at the frequency pattern. It repeats in a way no natural object can." Her assistant, Kai, typed rapidly. "It's a language, or at least a code. But it's not anything we recognize. It's not like Morse. It's alive." The signal blinked again, faster this time, like a heartbeat. Ramirez held her breath. "We need to respond." The room went silent. Everyone understood the risk. Humanity had never directly replied to a confirmed alien signal. No one knew what would happen. Back on the alien bridge, Zarian's claws tightened on the console. The alien crew watched the stars nervously. Their hails had never been answered. Usually, silence followed, a quiet void that assured them the species was weak or unaware. This time, something was different. A moment later, the alien sensors blinked. A faint energy returned from the direction of the blue planet. The humans were responding. Zarian froze. "What is this? They are replying?" Lieutenant Vex hissed sharply. "It should be impossible. They are only a young species. Their technology is primitive compared to ours." "Yet they respond," Zarian said, his voice low and strained. "We must be careful. Prepare the shields. And alert the council. No one touches them without my command." The aliens moved quickly, tension coiling around them like a living thing. Every claw, every eye, every scale bristled with anticipation. On Earth, the response was cautious. Ramirez activated the translator program they had been developing for months. Kai adjusted the settings. "It's not perfect, but it should work. The signal, it might understand our patterns." The humans typed a simple message: "We have received your hail. We wish to communicate peacefully." The energy pulse was sent back into space. A quiet hum filled the room as they waited. And then, the alien ship froze. Zarian stared at the monitor, disbelief in his yellow eyes. "They understood our language." "How?" Vex hissed in alarm. "It is impossible. No species should be able to decode this in real time." The entire bridge of the alien ship held its breath. Not a single crew member moved. The reply had shattered their assumptions about humans. "They are smarter than we expected," Zarian admitted, his voice trembling slightly. "Prepare to observe. Do not act. Let them speak." Back on Earth, the humans waited, unaware of the alien shock. Their own eyes were wide with wonder. This was the first real proof of intelligent life beyond Earth. Kai whispered, "Do you think they are hostile?" Ramirez shook her head. "We don't know. But we must show we are not. Keep it calm. Keep it peaceful." The monitors flickered as the alien ship seemed to hesitate, almost like a living creature holding its breath. Then, slowly, the alien sent back a signal, brief, fragmented, cautious. "We see you." Ramirez gasped. "They are trying to communicate. It's working." On the alien ship, Zarian's eyes widened. "They are responding coherently. They understand us. Alert the council immediately. This changes everything." A heavy silence filled the void between the two species. The first contact had begun, and neither side could predict what would happen next. Every pulse, every blink of light carried tension. Every second could change the future of both species. And deep in the alien captain's mind, one thought grew: humans are not like anyone we've met before. The alien ship floated silently in the void, still frozen in shock. Captain Zarian's yellow eyes darted across the bridge, trying to understand what had just happened. They responded, hissed Lieutenant Vex, his scales bristling. How? They should not be able to comprehend our language. Zarian's claws tapped nervously on the console. His mind raced. Every instinct told him to retreat, but curiosity and fear kept him rooted in place. Keep monitoring. Do not act rashly, Zarian ordered. We must understand them before they understand us fully. On Earth, the room at the space monitoring station was alive with excitement. Scientists and military officers crowded around the monitors, all eyes fixed on the alien signal. Dr. Ramirez took a deep breath. They sent something back. It's fragmented, but we can make it out. Kai adjusted the translator program, fingers flying across the keyboard. It's a simple message, but it's real. They acknowledge our existence. They're watching us. Ramirez nodded slowly. Keep it calm. Keep it peaceful. This is first contact. The humans typed carefully. We come in peace. We wish to communicate and learn from you. A moment later, the reply came back, faster than anyone expected. We see you. We hesitate. Kai's eyes widened. They're frozen. They don't know what to do. In the alien ship, the bridge fell completely silent. The words on the screen appeared slowly, like a living organism considering its options. Zarian leaned back, disbelief evident in every movement. They comprehend our message. Instantly. How is this possible? Vex whispered. Zarian growled softly. This species, it is unlike any we have met. Alert the council. Prepare the observation drones. They must not know we are panicking. The alien crew moved with precision, but tension hung thick in the air. Their usual confidence had vanished. These humans had done the impossible. They had broken the aliens' assumptions about intelligence and speed of comprehension. Back on Earth, Ramirez studied the alien signal carefully. They're trying to respond coherently, she said. We can't just wait. We have to guide this interaction. Kai nodded. Let's send a small, cautious follow-up. Something they can understand without misunderstanding our intentions. We wish no harm. We seek knowledge and friendship. The signal traveled millions of kilometers, invisible but powerful. Every scientist in the room held their breath. On the alien ship, Zarian's tail lashed back and forth. The crew stared at the screens, their own pulses quickening. They are offering peace? Vex hissed. No species has ever done this before. Zarian narrowed his eyes. Do not mistake simplicity for weakness. They are clever. They anticipate every reaction. The human message reached the alien ship, and the response was immediate. But this time the words were different, hesitant, cautious, almost fearful. Peace, noted, we observe. Zarian froze. They are afraid. Vex's voice was sharp. Afraid? Afraid of what? Us. Perhaps, of the unknown, Zarian admitted. Of the species that answers when they expect silence. This is dangerous. The alien crew whispered among themselves, claws tapping, tails flicking, voices low. Every instinct screamed that they were dealing with something beyond prediction. Meanwhile, on Earth, Ramirez and her team watched the signals carefully. Each pulse carried suspense, each pause was a heartbeat in the void. They are reacting to us, but they don't understand what we are capable of yet, Ramirez said quietly. Kai leaned back. Do you think they are hostile? I don't know, Ramirez admitted. But we have to show them we are not weak. Humans survive by intelligence, by courage, not just strength. In the alien ship, Zarian made a decision. Prepare the observation drones. We will not reveal our full strength. But we must know what these humans are. Vex tilted his head, suspicious. Captain, if we reveal even a fraction of our technology, they could surpass us. Zarian's eyes hardened. Then we observe cautiously. Any misstep and we retreat. But they have already proven dangerous. Their boldness, it cannot be underestimated. Back on Earth, the human team prepared for the next communication. This was a moment that would define humanity's place in the galaxy. Every finger on the keyboard was steady, every eye focused. We wish to understand your world. We hope you will share knowledge and intentions. A pause followed. Then, slowly, the alien ship responded. We freeze, we learn. Zarian's entire crew remained motionless. Their usual arrogance, their pride and their strength, all shattered in an instant. These humans were unlike anything they had ever imagined. The first contact was complete. Silence fell over the void, broken only by the faint hum of the alien ship's engines. But the tension remained. Both species knew that the next move could change everything. And deep in Zarian's mind, a single thought burned bright. These humans, they are not to be underestimated. The alien ship drifted silently near the edge of the solar system. Its crew remained tense, eyes fixed on the distant blue planet below, Earth. Captain Zarian's claws tapped rhythmically on the console, each tap echoing the unease that gripped the bridge. They are unlike any species we have encountered, Zarian said, his voice low. They respond to our hail instantly. They show intelligence beyond expectation. Observe closely but do not act. Lieutenant Vex flicked his tail nervously. Captain, they are watching us too. Their sensors are advanced. They could detect every movement we make. Zarian nodded. Exactly. That is why we must proceed cautiously. Even a small error could provoke them. On Earth, Dr. Ramirez and her team monitored the alien ship closely. Every movement, every pulse of energy, every shift in the ship's orientation was analyzed. They are studying us, Kai said, pointing at the screen. They're cautious, afraid. But they are learning quickly. Ramirez nodded. Yes. They don't fully understand us yet. That gives us time. Time to show our strength and our intent. The humans sent a message, calm and clear. We observe your ship. We mean no harm. We seek knowledge. For a long moment, no reply came. Then the alien signal returned, slower this time, cautious and fragmented. Observation, acknowledged, humans, clever. The alien crew whispered among themselves. Zarian's eyes narrowed. They call us clever. Interesting. But they underestimate our capabilities. Continue surveillance. Prepare for evasive action if necessary. The alien ship deployed small observation drones. They moved quietly, scanning Earth from orbit, recording human activity. Zarian's crew watched anxiously as the drones sent back data. They are primitive, Vex said, his voice trembling. Their cities, their structures, small. But their technology, surprisingly efficient. Their defense systems are clever. Zarian studied the data carefully. Yes, humans have strength, ingenuity, and courage. That combination is dangerous. I must warn the Council. This species could challenge even our advanced fleets in time. Meanwhile, on Earth, the team analyzed the data coming from the alien drones. Ramirez frowned. They are studying us, but not attacking. That means they are cautious. We must be careful with our next message. Kai nodded. We can't let them think we are weak. But we also cannot provoke them. Balance is key. Hours passed. The alien ship remained in orbit, silent and still. Its crew monitored every signal from Earth, every change in electromagnetic patterns, every pulse of energy from human satellites. Captain, Vex said, their fleet? There is no fleet. They rely on technology, yes, but they are mostly alone in their defenses. They are bold. Perhaps reckless. But they have intelligence that rivals our own calculations. Zarian tapped his claws on the console. Bold and intelligent. That is dangerous. They may appear weak, but underestimating them could cost us everything. He leaned back in his chair and considered the humans below. Every instinct in his body screamed that this species was unique. They responded not with fear but with courage and intelligence. And courage, he knew, was often more dangerous than brute strength. Back on Earth, the monitoring room buzzed with anticipation. The humans could sense the alien presence, but they did not fully understand the scale of the observation. Ramirez spoke softly. They are learning, they are assessing us. They are cautious. But that hesitation, it is an advantage. We have the upper hand in first contact if we use it wisely. Kai typed a careful message. We respect your observation. We are patient. Speak when ready. The alien signal paused, then slowly returned. Humans, unexpected, bold, we shall learn. Zarian's eyes widened. Unexpected, bold, learn? They respect these qualities? Or fear them? Vex whispered, both, Captain. Both. They are dangerous. The alien ship remained in orbit for hours, silently watching. Zarian ordered the crew to maintain constant vigilance, drones active, shields ready, weapons on standby. Every crew member knew that the humans were unpredictable. Every gesture, every message could provoke them. Meanwhile, on Earth, Ramirez and her team discussed their next step. They are observing us. We are being assessed, she said. We must continue showing intelligence and strength, but remain peaceful. They need to understand we are not a threat, yet not weak. Kai added, and if they misunderstand us? Ramirez's eyes narrowed. Then we act with caution. Every move must be calculated. Every word chosen carefully. This is the moment that will define humanity's place in the galaxy. The alien captain looked at the Earth below and then at his crew. They are clever, bold, dangerous, and unlike anything we have faced before, Zarian said. Prepare for further contact. But we proceed carefully. The humans must not know the extent of our power, yet. And deep in the void between worlds, a silent question hung in space. Who is observing whom? The first contact had begun. The game of intelligence, courage, and caution had started. And neither species could predict the next move. The alien ship floated silently above Earth's orbit. Captain Zarian paced the bridge, his claws tapping the console with a tense rhythm. The silence was thick, broken only by the soft hum of the ship's systems. They respond quickly. Too quickly, Vex whispered, his scales bristling. How can a young species process our language so fast? Zarian stopped pacing and looked at the observation screens. Images of Earth's cities, satellites, and even the humans themselves flashed before him. It is not their speed alone, he said. It is their intelligence, their courage. They do not act like other species. They think, they plan, they adapt. Vex hissed. Captain, if we approach them they may misunderstand. If we retreat, they may see weakness. What do we do? Zarian's yellow eyes narrowed. That is precisely the dilemma. Every option carries risk. Yet hesitation is also dangerous. Humans are unpredictable. Bold. And boldness can be lethal. On Earth, Dr. Ramirez and her team watched the alien ship's movements closely. Every adjustment, every subtle signal from the aliens was analyzed. They are not attacking, Kai said. But they are watching us. Carefully. They could strike at any moment. Ramirez shook her head. No, they are thinking. Calculating. They have fear, but they also have curiosity. That is something we can use. Humans survive by intelligence, courage, and cooperation. We must show all three. The humans typed a new message. We respect your caution. We seek understanding. We are ready to learn from each other. The signal traveled through the void, unseen and silent, but powerful. Back on the alien ship, the message appeared on the screens. Zarian leaned forward, his tail flicking nervously. Respect, seek understanding, ready to learn. They do not retreat, Vex said in surprise. They do not show fear, even when faced with the unknown. Zarian tapped a claw against his console. This is dangerous. Most species would panic or hide. Humans, they do neither. That is why they are dangerous. We must decide quickly, do we approach, observe further, or retreat? The alien crew whispered among themselves. Their usual confidence was gone. They had always assumed that species with less technology would be easy to manipulate or control. But humans were different. Hours passed. The aliens debated silently, weighing the risks. Zarian's mind raced. They may be naive, yes, he muttered. But they are bold. They think in ways we cannot predict. Their intelligence is unlike anything we have encountered. And courage can overcome even superior firepower. Vex's voice trembled. Captain, if we show ourselves, what if they strike first? Zarian shook his head. No. They are cautious because they understand consequences. Humans do not attack blindly. They calculate, they adapt, they survive. That is why we watch, but we do not act, yet. Meanwhile, on Earth, Ramirez and her team continued to communicate cautiously. They are considering their next move, Ramirez said. We can sense it in the delay of their response. Their hesitation is both an opportunity and a risk. Kai nodded. We must appear confident, but not threatening. Every word, every signal counts. The humans sent another careful message. We wish only to understand. We will not harm you. Please communicate your intentions. The alien ship's monitors flickered as the message was received. Zarian's eyes widened. They are respecting us. But why? We are vastly more advanced. They could not harm us even if they tried. Vex hissed. Because they are clever. They see danger and opportunity at the same time. Humans, they are dangerous precisely because they understand consequences. Zarian nodded slowly. Yes, that is why we hesitate. Approach could provoke. Retreat could embolden. Observation is the only safe choice for now. The alien crew launched small drones to observe Earth more closely. They watched humans moving through streets, building structures, launching satellites. Every action was precise, efficient, and coordinated. They adapt to challenges, Vex said softly. Even without our intervention, they solve problems quickly. Zarian's yellow eyes glinted. They are learning. They will learn from us if we are careful, but they will also teach themselves. That is the paradox of humans. They are fragile, yet unstoppable when clever. On Earth, the humans noticed a change in the alien signal. It was slower, cautious, but deliberate. They are debating, Ramirez said. We can feel it. Their hesitation, it is not fear alone. It is calculation. They are considering our intentions, our capabilities. Kai leaned forward. And they have underestimated us so far. That will not last long. We must be ready for whatever they decide. Zarian stood at the bridge, staring at the blue planet below. These humans, they are unexpected. Bold, intelligent, courageous, and they are watching us as closely as we watch them. Every step must be calculated, every move precise. One mistake, and this contact could turn into war. The alien crew remained silent. Every eye, every claw, every sensor focused on the humans below. Suspense hung thick in the void. And deep in Zarian's mind, one thought repeated over and over. These humans are not like any species we have ever met. They are dangerous. The alien ship hovered silently above Earth's orbit, its massive hull reflecting the light of the distant sun. Captain Zarian paced the bridge, claws tapping against the console. The decision had been made. A small delegation of aliens would approach the humans cautiously, but they would not reveal the full strength of their fleet. Vex whispered, Captain, are you certain this is wise? They could misinterpret our approach. Zarian's yellow eyes narrowed. We observe. We do not provoke. Humans are bold, but cautious. That is why we proceed. Keep the shields ready. Weapons remain offline unless commanded. On Earth, Dr. Ramirez and her team prepared for the encounter. Scientists and military advisors crowded the deep space monitoring room, eyes wide as the alien signal indicated movement. They're sending something, a small ship, Kai said, pointing at the holographic display. It's leaving the main vessel. Ramirez nodded. Everyone stay calm. We do not know their intentions, but we must appear confident. This is first contact. Our words, our actions, everything, it matters. The alien ship's small vessel detached smoothly, moving toward Earth's orbit. Zarian's delegation consisted of 3 aliens in reinforced suits, designed to protect against unknown atmospheric conditions. Their suits made them appear larger, more intimidating, but it was clear they meant no harm, at least for now. They appear cautious, Vex whispered. Not aggressive. Exactly, Zarian said. We proceed with observation. If they make a hostile move, we retreat immediately. The humans watched as the small alien vessel approached. It moved carefully, with precise adjustments that suggested intelligence and careful planning. Ramirez instructed her team to maintain communications. We see you. We approach with caution. Please remain calm. The alien response came slowly, hesitant but clear. Acknowledged. Observing the humans. Kai exhaled slowly. They understand us. They are aware of our intentions. Cautiously. The small alien vessel docked at a nearby station, prepared for contact. From inside, the aliens stepped into the observation room. Their suits were imposing, their forms taller and broader than any human, but their movements were careful, deliberate. Captain Zarian led the delegation. His eyes scanned the humans, noting every detail: body posture, facial expressions, the way their eyes moved. Humans were small, fragile, yet their gaze was confident, steady. They are bold, Vex muttered. Not afraid of us. Zarian nodded. Bold, yes, and intelligent. That is why we must remain cautious. One misstep and they could turn hostile. Dr. Ramirez stepped forward, hands raised in a gesture of peace. Welcome, she said calmly. We are humans. We come in peace. We wish only to understand you and share knowledge. Zarian paused, then inclined his head slightly. Acknowledged. We observe. We wish to learn, carefully. The alien delegation began to study the room, taking note of human technology, layout, and communication methods. Every movement was deliberate, every gesture calculated. They are cautious, yet curious, Ramirez whispered. That is encouraging. Time seemed to stretch as both species studied each other. The humans noticed the alien suits, the carefully controlled gestures, the silent observation. They were intelligent, cautious, aware of potential danger. Zarian observed the humans' calm demeanor, their confidence, and their ability to communicate clearly without fear. They are not afraid, he murmured. They possess intelligence, courage, and coordination. Dangerous qualities in a species that may grow stronger in time. Vex hissed softly, Captain, their bravery is unlike anything we have faced. They do not panic even in the presence of beings far larger than themselves. Exactly, Zarian said. That is why we must continue observing. Any move we make must be precise. Every word, every gesture, calculated. Meanwhile, Ramirez and her team began documenting the aliens' responses, noting their speed, precision, and the complexity of their communication. Every pause in speech, every hesitation, every glance was analyzed. They are learning from us, and we are learning from them, Kai said. Yes, Ramirez replied. But we must not appear weak. They are cautious because they recognize our intelligence. We must maintain that perception while remaining peaceful. That balance is critical. The first physical contact had been made. Both species had stepped into the unknown, each aware of the other's potential. Suspense hung thick in the air, unspoken yet palpable. The humans were not intimidated. The aliens were not aggressive. Zarian returned to his small ship. Prepare to return, he ordered. We observe, we retreat carefully. One step at a time. The humans, they are unpredictable. That is their strength and their danger. As the alien vessel detached, the humans watched, aware that this encounter had only begun. The first contact was successful, but both sides knew that trust, understanding, and caution would be tested in the coming hours. Deep in the alien captain's mind, one thought remained: humans are not like any species we have ever encountered. Bold, intelligent, dangerous. And I am not sure we are ready for what comes next. The alien ship hovered above Earth's orbit, its massive form looming silently over the blue planet. Captain Zarian stood at the bridge, eyes fixed on the distant cities below. Every pulse of energy, every flicker of light from Earth, was analyzed carefully. They are clever, too clever, Zarian muttered, his claws tapping nervously on the console. They have intelligence, courage, and coordination. They could turn any mistake into disaster for us. Lieutenant Vex hissed softly. Captain, their response was unexpected. They do not fear us. They observe, calculate, and react. What is our next move? Zarian's tail lashed once, then he turned to the crew. We hold position. Observe. Learn. The humans are bold, and that is dangerous. But rushing into action, that would be fatal. On Earth, Dr. Ramirez and her team watched the alien ship through every possible sensor. The tension in the control room was thick. Every flicker of the alien vessel, every minor movement was scrutinized. They are observing us, but not attacking, Kai said. Why are they hesitating? They clearly have the advantage. Ramirez shook her head. Because they recognize our intelligence. They fear miscalculating. That hesitation is their strength, but also an opportunity for us. We must remain calm, clear, and confident. The humans typed a cautious message. We understand your caution. We seek peaceful knowledge. We will not harm you. The reply came slowly, almost as if the aliens themselves were debating every word. Acknowledged, humans, intelligent, dangerous, observation continues. In the alien ship, Zarian studied the words carefully. Dangerous, intelligent, observation continues, he repeated. Yes, they are cautious, yet bold. That is why we cannot act rashly. We observe, we wait, but we learn. Vex hissed again. They may be small, fragile even. But their intelligence allows them to calculate, adapt, and survive. That is dangerous. Exactly, Zarian said. Boldness and intelligence can overcome size and power. Humans, they are dangerous because they think and they adapt faster than we anticipate. Hours passed in tense silence. Both species remained in observation. The humans monitored every pulse from the alien vessel, while the aliens scanned Earth with careful precision. Neither side moved aggressively, but every action, every signal, was loaded with meaning. They are watching us, and we are watching them, Ramirez said quietly. It is a standoff. But it is not a threat yet. That is why we must remain deliberate. Every word, every gesture, matters. Kai nodded. They could strike at any moment, or they could continue observing. The balance is fragile. One wrong move could trigger conflict. In the alien ship, Zarian called a council of his senior officers. These humans, they are not like any species we have faced before, he said. They respond with intelligence, calculation, and courage. Our usual intimidation tactics, they would fail. We must continue observation. We cannot reveal our strength, not yet. Vex asked carefully, Captain, should we send another delegation? Perhaps closer, more direct communication? Zarian's yellow eyes narrowed. No, too risky. Even a small error could provoke them. Observation is safe. Calculation is safe. Patience is the key. The crew murmured their agreement, though unease remained. Back on Earth, the humans sensed the tension from afar. Ramirez leaned forward, watching the alien vessel carefully. They are cautious, fearful maybe, but they are still observing. That is our chance. We must act with intelligence, show our courage, but remain peaceful. That balance will define our first contact. Kai typed another careful message. We respect your caution. We are patient. We wish to understand. Please share your knowledge. The alien response blinked slowly on the screen. Observation continues. Humans, unpredictable. Zarian's claws clenched on the console. Unpredictable, yes. That is exactly why we watch. Humans are bold, intelligent, and fearless in ways that even we cannot fully calculate. Vex whispered, Captain, if we continue observing, will they interpret it as hesitation or weakness? Zarian shook his head. No. They respect intelligence and courage. They will see our caution as wisdom, not weakness. That is why we wait. That is why we observe. Hours stretched into a tense standoff. Both species remained vigilant, aware that any sudden move could escalate into a conflict neither wanted. The humans documented every detail, every signal, every nuance of the alien observation. Zarian paced the bridge. Humans are dangerous, precisely because they are clever. They are small, fragile, yet unstoppable when they adapt, calculate, and act boldly. Observation is our only safe choice. Vex's tail flicked nervously. Do you think they understand that we mean no harm? Perhaps, Zarian replied. Perhaps not yet. That is why patience is essential. Every word, every gesture, every action, calculated. One mistake, and all could be lost. As the alien ship drifted silently above Earth, both species remained locked in this tense dance of observation, intelligence, and patience. Suspense filled the void between worlds. Every second was a test. Every pulse, every signal, every glance carried weight. And deep in Zarian's mind, one thought echoed above all else. Humans are not like any species we have met before. Bold, intelligent, unpredictable, and dangerous. The alien ship hovered above Earth, silent and massive. Captain Zarian stood at the bridge, claws gripping the console. Every sensor, every pulse from Earth, was tracked and analyzed. His crew remained tense, eyes fixed on the screens, waiting for the next human action. They are bold, clever, and unpredictable, Zarian muttered. Every movement, every signal, calculated. That is why they are dangerous. Vex's tail flicked nervously. Captain, we have observed them long enough. Should we make contact? Or continue observing? Zarian's yellow eyes narrowed. We must act carefully. Observation alone is no longer enough. If we hesitate too long, they may see it as weakness. But any sudden move could provoke them. This is the moment we decide whether to trust or retreat. On Earth, Dr. Ramirez and her team held their breath. The alien ship had been hovering silently for hours, sending and receiving messages. Each signal, each pause carried suspense. They are waiting, watching, Ramirez said quietly. We have shown intelligence, patience, and courage. Now we must show them trust without appearing weak. Kai nodded. I'll send the message carefully. One last step to build trust. The humans typed slowly. We see you. We wish to share knowledge. We respect your caution. You may approach our station safely. The message was transmitted through the void, invisible yet powerful. On the alien ship, Zarian studied the words carefully. Approach safely, share knowledge. His claws tapped the console. The humans were not afraid. They did not panic. They did not flee. They stood confident in the face of the unknown. They invite us, Vex whispered, astonished. They trust us, already? Zarian's yellow eyes gleamed. Yes. Bold, intelligent, and cautious. Exactly the combination that makes them dangerous and remarkable. Prepare the small vessel. We approach, slowly, deliberately. The aliens prepared to board Earth station. Their suits glinted in the sunlight, large and imposing, yet designed to appear non-threatening. Zarian led the delegation personally, stepping into the small vessel. This is a calculated risk, he said quietly. Observation alone is no longer enough. We must see their intent for ourselves, and hope our caution is enough to prevent misunderstanding. Vex hissed softly. Captain, if they misinterpret even one gesture. Zarian nodded. Then we retreat immediately. Precision and patience. That is all we have. On Earth, the humans watched the alien vessel approach. Ramirez's voice was steady, calm, and filled with authority. Everyone stay alert. They are coming to us. Do not act rashly. Show intelligence, courage, and calm. That is how we earn trust. Kai adjusted the sensors. They are close. Too close for errors. One false move, and everything could be lost. The alien vessel docked carefully at the station. Zarian's delegation stepped onto the platform. The humans and aliens faced each other for the first time in person. There was tension, yes, but also curiosity. Every movement was measured, every glance cautious. Captain Zarian bowed slightly. We come in peace, he said, his voice deep and resonant. We seek knowledge and understanding. We have observed your species, and you have impressed us. Ramirez returned the gesture. And you have impressed us as well. We respect your caution and intelligence. Together, perhaps we can learn from each other. A slow, cautious dialogue began. Both species exchanged information, technology, and ideas. Humans explained their satellites, communication systems, and navigation technology. The aliens shared knowledge of distant star systems, energy sources, and advanced engineering techniques. Even in their silence, each side learned from the other. Each movement, each glance, each gesture carried meaning. Vex whispered to Zarian, Captain, they are worthy. Their intelligence, courage, it is unlike any species we have met. Zarian nodded. Yes. And that is why caution is necessary. But now, perhaps trust is possible. For the first time we see potential allies, not threats. Hours passed as the dialogue continued. Suspense remained, yes, but a cautious bond was forming. Both species recognized intelligence, courage, and adaptability in the other. And both understood that this first contact could shape the future of interstellar relations. On the bridge of the alien ship, Zarian reflected. These humans, small, fragile, yet bold, clever, and fearless. They survive by intelligence, not brute force. They are remarkable. Vex smiled faintly. Captain, they are humans. We may have underestimated them, once. Zarian allowed a small nod. Yes. We will not make that mistake again. As the alien delegation prepared to leave Earth's station, one final thought echoed in Zarian's mind. Humans are not to be underestimated. Bold, intelligent, adaptable, dangerous in ways we could not have predicted. And now, perhaps worthy of trust. The first contact was complete. Suspense remained in the void of space, but a new chapter had begun, one of knowledge, cooperation, and cautious respect. Humanity had survived the unknown, and in doing so earned the attention of the